comes the Chaika over the top. This aeroplane lives in Wanaka. It's been brought up for our air show. We thank the sponsors that have made that possible. Flown by John Lennon. And John tells me that all the many aircraft he's flown, and indeed he's flown a great number of aircraft of different types, this is the most difficult he knows to fly. He says it's total arms and foot job the whole time, controlling the rudder, controlling the ailerons, the elevators. A difficult little plane. You've got to keep your eye on it all the time, he says. Really pulling back on the stick now. We'll have another display sequence later on today as well. Well worth watching it. Notice it's got retractable undercarriage, and yes, the engine's supposed to sound like an old lawnmower. It's the nature of the radial engines. It's got a gull wing at the top. You may notice it comes down onto the fuselage. It gives the pilot good uninterrupted view in the front. Through there is a gun sight, and the two main guns are located on the top of the cowling. Made of fabric and wood with some tubular steel. Very sturdy, strong plane nonetheless. Part of the aircraft first saw service in the Spanish Civil War, just prior to World War II. Was well respected by the Germans, even though they had superior machinery because of its manoeuvrability. So it did actually cost them a bit when Operation Barbarossa kicked into force in July 1941 and the invasion of Russia. You notice also that it has an open cockpit aircraft, and while he has a windscreen in front of him, he doesn't have a canopy over the top. So it can be a little bit noisy and a bit windy in there. A bit of a skis or wheels, depending on what season it was in downtown Russia. But just watch how he puts this little aeroplane down on the ground. He's slowing it down as much as he can to get round the problem of the bouncing that it tends to do. As you can see, a little bounce there. No flaps on the aircraft, so he doesn't have that advantage in helping him slow down, but he's managed it perfectly. Now the aircraft does have brakes. John says it's not the usual toe brakes. It's a little cheap, but it does work. Okay, down to our right, in cases of the colonies right through to the late 50s and early 60s.
As the Tigers take off in a formation here, we are seeing some real New Zealand history.